So this is Andre Kent Jr., known as the Achievers Report. Like I said, the Achievers Report. And you know what we do? You know what we do? Just to make sure y'all know, the United States of America Sovereign Wealth Grant. So, guess what I designed? So when I was searching for properties with when I was searching with properties for the Achievers Report and Homage Network, while I was doing it, like I said, I'm Dr. Kent. Dr. Kent. It's really for Chief Executive Officer. When I was a Chief Executive Officer, you know, when I'm not playing for the Chiefs or not working for the Chiefs or anything like that, but just a CEO of my company. And I made it while I was while I was here from 2016. I'm gonna say from 2018 to 2020 is when I started turning stuff in. I was making a new project for my doctorate of business administration as a candidate, and this is one of the places. Tryon Plaza in Charlotte is one of the places, and I wanted to buy the whole building. I wanted to buy the whole building at the time, and our website. Hold on, thehomagenetwork.weebly.com, and my achievements, my team's achievements. I am not sponsored by Mr. Luxury or Luxury Zone or any of those on YouTube, but I think it would be cool to do. I feel like it would be a cool project, a cool program. These are not on sale yet, y'all. I am not lazy. I'm lazy, Bill Gates type of lazy, but at this moment, I'm not lazy or just hanging around and stuff. I had to send stuff back today. I had to make some changes to some things. TheHomageNetwork.weebly.com. I know y'all were looking for ajkent.weebly.com. That's a whole nother portfolio. It's a whole nother portfolio, whole nother catalog, whole nother series of my life. This stuff has been built from 2018 to current, and we are worth I'm gonna say we're at a trillion cap valuation, but cash wise we're at like 100 million, 200 million or something like that. But our valuation also comes in part from the Road to Eagle, which includes the Scouts and includes other organizations and other stuff. But this particular building, as the United States of America Sovereign Wealth Grant, what would I do with it? I would sit in the middle section. I would clean out all the offices, knock out some walls, create a modern millennial space that is built for the next couple millenniums. And I would allow championship winners and stuff to be in there, people that are writing film for championships and achievers, especially on social media, future business leaders of America, Phi Beta Lambda champions and title holders, Health Occupation Students of America, Key Club, National Honor Society, National Career and Technical Education Honor Society, and I want all the alumni. I don't want the ones while they're in high school. I want the alumni programs, the advisors. I call the actual building itself. We're coming up with it. There's a privy purse to it. And this particular hoodie is so expensive. It belongs on the inside of one of the buildings, and it's so expensive. It's not for sale. We know it's community owned. This project, because I did my doctorate degree in the way that I did it, it's more a community oriented doctorate rather than just family. It's more community oriented, and I don't own the rights to all the pictures. I don't own the rights to some of the organizations and stuff, but to shape the portfolio, I used the budget of the project to shape the portfolio, and then I brought y'all brand new projects just in case, because we needed to know Marriott. I have ordered things from Marriott. I have ordered things from Black Lane. I've ordered things from Walmart, Sam's Club. I've ordered things from Ford. I've ordered things from Audi. Try to anyway put some of them. I've had to plan that stuff out, order some Hummers, order some, just to make our report look pretty cool. I had to make it look cool. These are for my team right here. my team's organizations, every state conference we went in, FFA, FBLA, HOSA, Fall Leadership Conference, national conferences, state conferences, district competitive events, state competitive events, national competitive events, volunteerism, service, volunteer and serviceism and health sciences academy, volunteer and health services and health services management, volunteering at Vidant Medical Center. Some of those times were some of the best moments of my life. Don't get me wrong, don't want to go back. I want to go back to being up in my area of stuff, but this is me coming back and blessing the portfolio, leaving stuff, leaving a legacy, leaving a foundation, uh, leaving a footprint, leaving a sustainable footprint. And it has every championship that we have done, every conference we've attended. It has it don't have all of the championships we've won, but it's got a bulk majority of them, and I look at them as team wins because in my field now I have to be a winner for myself as well. So I look at them as team wins. I look at us like a large country club. Don't forget, we wanted the Stone Mansion to be our umbrella from here, and we wanted to name this plaza something else. And I put the Homage Network because why? Tell them pay homage, pay homage. This is how much I think in value we added to the trips, how much in value each person added to the trip. Just our value as a team coming to different trips amongst other organizations, what we brought to the table. And I'm not saying other champions should not feel entitled to stay there, be in the area, assist with building up the Achievers Report and the Homage Network. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that if you can recognize athletes, you can recognize some of the smart ones inside of the school systems too. If you can recognize athletes, you can recognize some of the achievements that some of the other student organizations and stuff do as well. That includes some of the things that I've ordered, including airplanes, business class flights, explaining why we need business class flights through service providers like organizations such as Future Business Leaders of America, Phi Beta Lambda. Why does the state only pay for this? Why does the state only pay for that? Where we'll have conferences and seminars and conversations on etiquette, conversations on championships, conversations on perseverance, training, retreat programs, relaxation programs. I would like to pay each of the championship winners out or something, or in replacement of, I would love to do a privy purse. I love to do a privy purse, and her name is Mrs. Moneybag. Mrs. Moneybag loves to pay for championships and trophies and titles. And so I made Nocturnal Awakenings Incorporated. They got me leasing it right now, but they made a privy purse to prove to y'all that I was not lying. Here's American Express. I sent in the information, and it's up there, the Achievers Report and everything. I sent in all of that information. And it goes in here. It's so cute, isn't it? But this is representative of La Chateau de la Roche in Alpine, New Jersey, in North Carolina. From North Carolina to New Jersey. And we've already discussed Coca-Cola, U.S. Cellular. We've discussed Brinks, Security. Coca-Cola. We've discussed a doctor to business administration. We've discussed curbing illegal gambling. But this is a privy purse to pay for plenty of the champions and the champions' immediate families, and including myself. I asked for each of the champions to have a global hotel room where any city or state that they go, there will be a room reserved for each champion. I asked for catering 6 times a day. I asked for a plane for top champions. I asked personally for myself for the Dreamliner 787 XL with all the amenities and first class. I also asked for the winners to each have a driver, chauffeur, and a Cadillac Escalade 2022 or a GMC Yukon Denali 2022 as upgraded by Mrs. Moneybag. Now, Mrs. Moneybag is a fictional story. It's a fictional type of thing, but it is a privy purse worthy of being discussed as a champion. Champions, achievers, those that win medals, trophies. The ring is somewhere, y'all. The ring has a mind of its own. The ring has a mind of its own. It's not just mine. It's communal. We do different clubs, including Mediation Center of Eastern Carolina. We do Team Court. There are plenty of projects and stuff that are coming. I decided, we needed to discuss advertising, and we needed to discuss, because the website is brilliant for just the very starters and the very basics. And most people said they wouldn't have put any of that stuff out there in the way that it looked. And myself personally, it's a live album where you're asking for input and collaboration from others based off of how well they present their stuff aesthetically. Because if I did all the basics, all the foundational, all the calculations, all the numbers on it, all the selections for the buildings, and then selecting the teams to go inside, talking to ADP Human Resources about what's necessary, making the changes if something wasn't available, calling the dealerships, making sure they know what we're doing, keeping the military updated with where our progress is, making sure we hire RAPT that are responsive, and making sure that they would hire and choose service providers like Nationwide Insurance that take care of it, providing life insurance, health insurance, dental care insurance, vision insurance, a physical every single year, just so y'all can get on the planes and stuff, making sure that the licenses and travel insurance is ready, making sure that we call EF Tours and EF Break, making sure we turn the lesson everybody that is an individual that plans on going, if the company sets up a tour or it sets up multiple different tours throughout a year, making sure that everybody's schedules are turned in so they're able to get up there and do what this is what I've been doing. This is what comes with a diorama. This is all that comes with a doctorate of business administration. So I'm very proud of the decisions that I made. But I'm making a privy purse now. The first donations into the privy purse would be and it's not going to be a fictional privy purse. It represents that whole house, and it's got military resources. It's got an armory. It's got ground staff. It's got housekeeping, homekeeping. It's got hotels in the area. That whole house, Chateau de la Roche. The bag itself, because it's been in my possession, easily like a Hermes Birkin bag. What's going to go in there is we're going to fill the Brinks card up. How much does Mrs. Moneybag make currently every single year? She makes about $75 million that she can spend every single year without debt weight. About $75 million, and that comes with completing the diorama and the cost and designs of the hotels and everything, where it's supposed to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and it's supposed to protect people like myself, and it's supposed to protect champions, the advisors of champions, and their immediate families and their teams. It's not a war zone. It is a privy purse specifically for champions. The bag itself is like an Hermes Birkin. It isn't an Hermes Birkin, but because it's been in my possession, it's probably worth a lot more than what I got it for, and it's probably but like I said, it makes $75 million a year. It's a representative miniature dollhouse, like Hobby Lobby would say. So it already makes $75 million a year. And I told you what I would want to spend on. Each of the winners and champions would get free fuel for life, unlimited fuel for life for a champion at those levels, where all they would have to do is put in the correct passcode on the machine. That's what we're working on. We're working on a pizza deal where each champion can order one pizza from one location every day of the year if they want to, free of charge. And they'll deliver it just because they're champions. So we were thinking like Papa John's, Domino's, somewhere where it's a step up above volunteerism only. But the Mrs. Moneybag operates primarily off my personal commission because I decided to do that with my personal commission because we were so young at the time. I decided to put my invoice HH, put part of my invoice HH into Mrs. Moneybag, where I get $1,350,000,000 every single year from 2020 forever. I mean, not forever. I get that upfront sent from 2020 as invoice HH, and then I get 0.75% commission on it. So that's Mrs. Moneybag, and I just wanted to stop in, let you know about the hoodies and everything. I didn't have time to do a lot of this because this hoodie and it's very nice, printful. Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, thank you, thank you. It is so nice. It is so nice. I'm ready to order more.